Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because we're doing a foundation first impressions slash review slash comparison of the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. We're comparing this baby to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which you can see just looking in the bottle, like the shades themselves are a little bit different. e.l.f. is a little more peachy. This one's a little more bronzy and glowy, but they're supposed to be very similar. So we're gonna try them today. We're gonna try them side by side and we're gonna test them out and see which one I prefer and like better. I'm just gonna try it by itself with concealer, how I would usually put the Flawless Filter on. And it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a blast. So I hope you enjoy the video. Don't worry, I promise my next video will be the other YouTubers' yearly favorites drugstore edition. That one's coming, don't worry. But yeah, if you're new, hi, welcome. I'm Bondbeautyful. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you're notified of all my future videos. I upload every single Thursday and I've been pretty consistent. Pat on the back to me. And also you can go over on Instagram if you wanna see me daily, and you can follow me there because I always am doing posts and stories over on my Instagram, and you can see like what's going on. Like whenever I go out, which is almost all the time, like you can go see that. So, I also have like little speedy stories, reviews, and makeup, skincare, and all the above. So make sure you go over and say hi. But yeah, let's just get started. Well, hello there. So today I'm talking about the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter. I'm really excited. As you can see now that we're closer, this one's a little more peachy and this one's a little more like bronzy, and you can see like the glow swirled in there. So I'm interested to see, because I can't really see any glow in this, but I'm interested because I heard they're dupes. I heard they're supposed to be similar, kind of doing the same thing. So we're gonna check it out ourselves and see what we think about it. But first I wanted to give a shout out to a perfume I just recently tried, not recently, it's been a couple months, but I'm like loving it. And for some reason, my husband loves it so much. I don't know if it's like men love sweet, but men really love florals. Like anything floral, they just like, they eat it up. They just love it. And I don't know why my husband loves florals so much. Florals aren't my favorite. If there's a little bit of floral, it's fine. But I don't know if it like, to me, when someone wears florals, then I automatically think that they're like a sweet, kind person. So I don't know if my husband's like, okay, she's a sweet, kind person. She's trying to like convince himself, because I am not. I'm a sassy Mexican, a lot of spice going on here, but he seems to really like it. So this is the Hue by Hailey Kiyoko. It looks like this. Look at how beautiful this bottle is. The gold, the red, so absolutely gorgeous. I have been loving it. I sprayed it on today and it just smells so good. It's floral, but it smells really delicious. So I'm gonna tell you what's in this, like what are the notes, because I just really love it. And I wanted to give it a shout out because I really, really love it. I think it's so good. And it's not something that I've seen like around. It's not a common perfume that you find, which is also another reason I like it, because it's more unique, because it's not something that everyone's wearing, like the Daisy perfume, or like, I don't know, like the Chanel, or you know what I mean, that are just so common. So this one has, and I will link it below for you guys. This one has top notes of blood orange, watermelon, and freesia unfold into blooming peony petals, lychee, rose, and pink magnolia. And then it has warm background into milky undertones of creamy cocoa blanc and a soft sensual trail of skin musk. So again, there's a lot of florals in it, but they're not the typical florals, I feel like. And the orange and the watermelon, it transforms into just such a beautiful, beautiful scent. I absolutely love it. And I love like the skin musk and the cacao, is it cacao? Cacao blanc. It's C-A-C-A-O. So I don't really know how to pronounce that. Blanc and the soft skin musk. I absolutely love it. I think it smells so delicious and it's very, very unique for sure. Let's get to the review. You guys, I will be bringing you in and checking in with you guys throughout the day, bringing you in close so you can see what's going on my face. There's no filter. Like, I'm very open with you guys. You know, I have dry skin. I have olive skin, which this might play a big part considering this looks very peachy. I'm hoping it just kind of blends into the skin nice, but I do have olive skin. And I have all my foundations linked down below as well. And if you're wondering, I will be swatching these next to regular foundations, even though these aren't regular foundations. They're more like a filter, like a glow. But just in case you're curious, I mean, I'm curious, so I would think that you'd be curious too. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And it's gonna be a fun time. The primer I'm going to use is the Tower 28. This has become like the primer I test out with foundations, although I still do love my Watermelon Burst, which I don't even know where it is, but I would be using the Watermelon Burst primer. You guys know I always test out foundations with that primer, but I need to get a new one because it is completely out. Like, I can't squeeze any more out of that bottle, even though I try very hard. So we're gonna use the Tower 28, which is a skin serum, but I'm using it as a primer. I have here light, medium, 3 in the e.l.f. Today's one of those days. I'm like so excited because Morgan Wallen is coming to Boston. So we're gonna go see him in concert. So not until August, guys, but today is the day that I'm booking the tickets. So I'm so excited. We're gonna go with a bunch of friends and it's gonna be a good time. In the Charlotte Tilbury filter, I'm medium 4, which matches me pretty well. So I'm gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury on this side and I'm gonna do the e.l.f. on this side. And I'll link the primer that I use down below, as well as both of these like skin glows. Put it right on, and then I'm gonna do concealer after. The only thing about the Charlotte Tilbury is that because it is so glowy, I don't typically like to put it on my nose, but I do like to use a sponge. So I'm gonna use a sponge for both of them because I think it blends into the skin the best. It gives me like the sheerest coverage. So right away you can see how glowy and like filter, like it gave me a little bit of coverage, as you can see, but it's super glowy, which I think is nice. And I always put powder on top, so once everything's on, it's not bad. Okay, so here's the Halo Glow. Whoa, first off, this applicator is humongous compared to the Charlotte Tilbury, which the Charlotte Tilbury itself is pretty big, but like, look at the fatness going on here. Is that silly that I'm showing you guys that? Oh yeah, it's way peachier. Ooh, it's definitely not the same consistency. It's more drier. I'm gonna put this one on my nose so I can really see. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, this has a ton of coverage compared to the other one. Like a ton of, not coverage, but pigment in it. It does have a lot of glow. But I don't know how I feel about the peachiness. Why can't brands just come out with like bronzy olives? Why always peach? Why? Okay, right away, I'm just gonna mention, I can see my pores way more on this side than over here. Like, glow, anything that has glow is going to show your pores. I can't with this mirror, I can't. Like, it's showing my mirror in the camera, I don't like it. Okay. Anything that has glow is going to automatically show your pores a little bit more. That's why pore filling primer, if you have a ton of pores, would be fine. But even though like I have pores, they're not super bad. So when I use the Charlotte Tilbury one, it doesn't like accentuate my pores. Like, it's glowier and you can see my skin, a little bit of the texture, but it doesn't accentuate the pores to the point where I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And unfortunately this one did, which it might be fine because I do have a flawless powder to go on top, which might kind of blend that in a little bit more and help with the pore situation. But this one does accentuate pores a lot more. So if I were to wear this again, I would definitely go in with a pore filling primer, which My favorite is a Wet n Wild Primer Serum, the Refined Pores. This one will probably look so bomb underneath this. I'm just gonna say, right off the bat, I already know. I don't even have to test it, I already know. And also, this one isn't as glowy. It's kind of has more like almost like a semi-matte finish, where this one is just more dewy finish, if that makes any sense. The e.l.f. one's a little bit more like a softer matte, like a skin-like. And it still has a glow, but definitely not as glowy and dewy looking as the Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, you can kind of see. Let me get closer. Do you see what I'm talking about? Still has a glow, but it's not like super like dewy and plumpy looking. Would this even be a Bondbeautyful video if my microphone didn't cut out? It's absolutely ridiculous. I just need to get a new one. I don't know why it does that. But I finished my makeup. I did set my face with the e.l.f. Coconut Water Setting Spray. And then I'm showing you my face close up, which I'm actually super impressed. I feel like both sides look pretty much the same and they look very good. So yeah, we're going to go on. I'll check in throughout the day and I'm going to show you some swatches as well. All right, here are the swatches. This first one here is the e.l.f. Glow Filter. This next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. And then here is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation in Medium 1. Right here is the Too Faced Born This Way Foundation in Natural Beige. And this last one right here is the e.l.f. Pretty Fresh Foundation in Medium 80W. So that's what they look like. If you're curious, you can see how peachy this is compared to all of them. Even if it would have had a little bit of a yellow undertone, it would have worked way better, but it's just so peachy, which you can't tell when you blend it out, but still, like, I just wish they had a little bit of like a more neutral, I guess, like more of a yellowy maybe tone. Anyways, that's that. Okay, it's been 5 hours now. This is what my face kind of looks like in natural lighting. And on my forehead, I did put the e.l.f. so you can kind of see how it's breaking apart in that middle area. But everywhere else, it doesn't look too bad. Hello, I'm back. Don't worry, this is another day. This is the next day. But I did film what my face looked like up close the end of the night before I took off my makeup and went to bed. But I wanted to wait to do like my overall thoughts and give you my overall thoughts until today, because I wanted to try the e.l.f. Halo Glow with the primer serum, the Wet n Wild Refined Pores Primer Serum, which I told you guys in the beginning of the video, I think these two would be a match made in heaven. And I have it on today. I put it on. I have this on my entire face, and it's a match made in heaven. I love the Wet n Wild Primer Serum, and especially the refined pore ones, and I feel like something like this will accentuate your pores even more than the Charlotte Tilbury does. And so these two matched up together just really work and just help counteract that. So it just goes on smoothly, and I really like how it looks. I think it looks way better, just really nice on top of the skin. And this is a great one if you haven't tried it and you have pores, because it's hydrating. So it's a dry girl's dream. It helps with the pores, but it's hydrating, whereas other pore filling primers tend to be a little bit dry, or once they dry, they tend to be like they don't hydrate at all. They don't help the dry girl issue. So I wanted to mention that. But let me show you the video from last night. I'll up it close so you guys can see for yourselves and I can tell you my thoughts. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I do think that they are dupes 100%. I love e.l.f. They are just such an affordable brand that just comes out with such bomb products. And I'm just really impressed. Even though in the bottle, the e.l.f. one looked a little peachier, it still looked really beautiful on the skin. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury because it's more like that bronziness. So I don't know, I'd have to check e.l.f.'s deeper shades to see if they have one that's a little more bronzy. because when in the summer, when I do get tan, this peach will not work. It will not work for me at all. Whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one, it will work in the summertime or right now because it just has that more bronzy tone. But I really love them. Side by side, they're the same thing. They give you the same glow. They last all the way till the end of the night. Like, they give you the little bit of coverage to even out your skin tone to make you look like you have a filter, but yet it's not like coverage. You know what I mean? It's not like a medium full coverage. Like, it's so light, but it just really does make your skin look so bomb, so good, all the way to the end of the night. It didn't transfer on me. It didn't move around. It got a little bit glowier, but it didn't turn into like a glowy mess like some dewy foundations or dewy light coverage filter-esque things do. It still looked really nice and I'm super impressed with it. I really love it and I'm excited. That's why I put it on today. Today's date night. It's like a cash date. Like, we're going to have sushi with some friends, but it's like the first time we're going out with these friends. Like, they're a new couple we met. And so I want to be more like cash and like have natural glowy skin. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. And so I put this on all over and I'm super excited because I know it's going to last all night. It looks really good. So I'm really impressed, you guys. If you've been wanting to try the Charlotte Tilbury one and you just don't have the bucks for it, it's totally fine. The e.l.f. one is just as good. And I do want to say, I love how huge the doe foot applicator is on the e.l.f. one. It's so nice and it really does get things done quick. Although I thought this one was quick. This one's even quicker because it's even bigger and we like bigger here on this channel. So anyways, I really loved it. I think it's a dupe, guys. I think it's a 10 out of 10 filter, especially for the price. You guys in really close so you can look at my face with the pore minimizing primer. Can you guys kind of see that? Look at this glow. Look at this. I'm a glow. I'm a glow, glow, glow. I'm a glow. I'm a eat sushi and glow. Gosh, I love sushi. Do you guys love sushi? If you're a sushi eater, comment down below. I love sushi. Even if you don't love sushi, they always have the deep fried sushi is the best. So it's cooked. They deep fry it. They put a bunch of unhealthy stuff on it and it's so freaking delicious. Anyways, I'm really excited for tonight, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to come back next Thursday and don't forget to go over to my Instagram and say hi to me. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Go out on a date, go out on the town, have a good time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.